Hey, it's Scott from the Get Smart Group, and I'm so glad you're here. As promised, here is my video webinar with the good people over at Radiant, our preferred digital signage solution for your retail store. We go into all the details, the pricing, how the system works. If you want to skip past the pricing and the details of the system, go to the second half of the webinar and you see me show some actual real-life examples. Either way, check it out. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'd love to help you get these things set up in your store. See you soon.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for this virtual workshop on how you can boost revenue and increase foot traffic using digital signage. My name is Melissa McMillan, and I run marketing here at Radiant. And then I'm joined here by my colleague, Ziad Lahari, who heads up the partner program. And from the Get Smart group, we have the CEO, Scott Reynolds, and Jason Rosenberg, who's VP of Sales and Business Development. If you have any questions, please enter them in the Q&A section at the bottom of your screen. And now I'm going to pass things over to Ziad, who will give you a little bit of information about Radiant and what we do.
Thank you, Melissa. My name is Ziad Ladari. I'm look after the channel and strategic partnership with Radiant. Really excited to be here today, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us so we can show you how Radiant, in partnership with Get Smart Group, is offering really unique, exciting product that can help you drive business, increase traffic, and elevate the customer experience. I would like to introduce you to Radiant, give you a high overview of what we do, where we come from. So bear with me, I'm gonna share my screen with you right away, and ask you to take a few moments to think how much exposure we have to TV screens on a daily basis. TVs, they have so much influence on our lives today, especially since the beginning of the pandemic, where like business owners, they don't want to use the conventional way of communicating anymore, like flyers and like handouts or printouts. So basically, because consumers, they don't want to touch anything anymore. So the digital communication is a real thing right now. We expanded exponentially. We had our revenue like tripled last year because of the new trend, the new mindset. So just to give you an idea about Radiant, we are a cloud-based solution. We are located in San Francisco. The whole idea behind building the product is ease of use. It's extremely easy to use, and it needs like 5 minutes to have it up and running from the time that you connect that device you see here on the slide to the HDMI port of the TV. You connect it to your Wi-Fi or to your Ethernet, and literally, if you put a stopwatch, you're gonna need 3 to 5 minutes to have your solution up and running. What does that mean? It means that from any device, any portable device you have, it could be a phone or tablet or an iPad, you could be at home, you could be traveling, it doesn't really matter. We are a cloud-based solution. You can have access to the content that you have for each TV. It's very scalable solution, so you can deploy it for one TV in one location, in one of your showrooms, or you can, if you have multiple showrooms with multiple TVs, you'll be able to access each one of those TVs and control the content instantly. So that's the beauty of our product. Cloud-based solution, you can control it from anywhere, 5 minutes to install, and extremely easy to use. What makes Radiant the #1 digital signage solution out there is the fact that we offer an application marketplace that allows you to really tailor the messaging that you like to show on your TVs. For example, you have a TV screen, you'd like to upload video, you'd like to upload a flyer and create the flyer on the spot through our solution and then upload it. You'd like to take one screen and maybe split it into three sections, where on one section you can show a video that's showing like the models of the swimming pools that you have or the product that you have or services that you provide. On the second section of the screen, you can show maybe like promotions. On the bottom, you can have a ticker with either instant messaging, or if you have like your own RSS feed, you'll be able to include that URL on the ticker. Or also we give you access to about 25 channels you can choose from, live news, like from BBC to CNN to Fox to ESPN and so on and so forth. But also, most importantly, you can combine that with a QR code. QR code, it's something that we launched a few months ago, extremely popular, where you just need to point your camera phone to that that QR code in order to guide your clients into maybe like models that you have, or your website, or even a survey to collect information. And then you can add like weather forecast and a time clock. What I'm trying to say is that that application marketplace that you have access to when you log into your dashboard from anywhere will give you the power of tailoring the message and the kind of experience that you'd like to provide to your clients. And that's what Radiant is about. And here you can see on this slide, in addition to being able to connect the device to the TV and display content, you can have a touchscreen kiosk if you like. If you like to elevate the experience of your client, you can either have a touchscreen kiosk that you create through the same dashboard and using a TV, like a touchscreen TV, maybe at the lobby. I click on one button, it's going to take me to the website. I click on the second button, it's going to take me like maybe like to a video. But also you can do that with a Microsoft Surface tablet if you have one. We can provide like the touchscreen kiosk feature through those two devices. Here, just to show you that the ultimate idea of Radiant is to give you full control of the content that you provide to your clients. It could be flyers, as I mentioned. It could be menus, line items, like any product that you have, services. It could be playing music in the background while you show your content. So we provide that as part of our solution. We have an application, it's called Soundtrack Your Brand. It's part of Spotify for Business, if you know Spotify, that gives you access to 50 million songs you can choose from while you display like your products on the TV screen. So different angles that you could follow, or you could use in order to elevate that experience that you like to provide in your showroom. You might be wondering about the prices, just to give you an idea. So we have three products. The first one, you see here, it's called ScreenRay. So the device itself costs $169 per device to own it. And the monthly subscription is $59 per month per device. If you do month-to-month, no agreement. It is $49 per month per device if you do a one-year agreement with monthly payments. And this is exclusive to Get Smart Group clients. We're offering 2 years agreement for $39 per month per device, and that's a substantial saving. So this device here is good for all the features that we have regarding like uploading and updating content. The second device here is called ScreenRay Pro. It's a little bit more powerful if you are planning on using a touchscreen kiosk in your showroom. This is the device that you should go with. The first one, so this device will cover every single feature that the first device has, the ScreenRay, in addition to offering the kiosk feature, the touchscreen kiosk, and also the possibility of doing video conferencing if you need to do that. We've had clients asking us to have a virtual receptionist, and we were like, what do they mean by virtual receptionist? So literally they want to have, instead of talking to a person, a physical person, the guest will be talking to a virtual person in the showroom. I don't know if this is going to apply for your case or not, but that's the device that offers that feature. The price is $349 per device. And then the monthly subscription is exactly the same. And also we have the Microsoft Surface tablet. That's a tool that you could use to display your content or to use the touchscreen kiosk. You can, if you have your own device, I mean, you don't have to buy it from us, or you can outsource it yourself. But to have access to the dashboard, it costs $19 per month per device to be able to use the Microsoft Surface tablet. Just to summarize what I covered today, how Radiant can help you improve like the customer experience and increase business. It's going to boost your sale. It's going to increase your foot traffic, maximizing your return on investment. It is managed from everywhere. That's from anywhere. That's the beauty of the product. No matter how many TVs you have, how many locations, you'll be able to be in full control of all of them. It literally takes 5 minutes to have it up and running. Simple to set up. It's really easy to use. It has the touchscreen capability that's going to elevate the customer experience. The application marketplace would allow you to upload like a YouTube video, like show your Instagram feed if you have an Instagram account. In addition to like playing music in the background, displaying like videos and flyers. So all that through the application marketplace. And then the QR code also is a great added value because it allows your clients to really have a contactless or touchless experience by just pointing their camera phone to that QR code in order to guide them to the information that you like to share with them. that's my part. This is what I wanted to show you on my side to give you an overview about Radiant. I'm gonna pass it over to Scott, the CEO of Get Smart Group. Please take it away.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, hey, good afternoon. Thank you for coming to this, and thank you, Ziad, and everybody at Radiant. We've fallen in love with this solution for our clients, and I kind of want to show you some real life solutions and how this thing actually works from a relatively non-technical person, and from our team and from our clients here. So, just a couple of things to go over here today. First off, who are we? Why are you listening to me? So the Get Smart Group is a digital marketing agency specializing in at-home recreation and home improvement. We have clients all over the United States, team of 37 people, and primarily people who have retail showrooms, retail stores, and need to get the message out to people who come into their store. So we specialize in that B2C retail environment. And, for a long time, we had been tinkering with all sorts of different solutions for in-store signage. And it's ended up that there hasn't been any good solution out there. So Radiant came along. Jason, my VP of sales, who's also here, said we got to check these guys out. And we've now implemented it in a number of our client stores. And I'm going to show you some of those examples here in a few minutes. So just the real quick basics, and Ziad covered some of this, but it's a simple device that plugs into an HDMI port on a TV or monitor. It's super simple. It's like, 3-4 inches long, very simple. You can support unlimited screens and unlimited locations, incredibly easy to update. Like you said, it's a 5-minute setup, literally. It has lots of built-in clever tools for design, or obviously if you're working with me and my team, we can do that design and screen management for you. And it connects to your business Wi-Fi. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And then it all goes into a dashboard. Here's an example of one of our clients who has it up in their store. That screen is up on behind their checkout retail counter. And we manage their marketing as well. So all of the marketing materials that we create for sales and specials and timeliness and seasonal things that are coming out end up on that screen. And the business owner, the sales managers don't have to do a thing. It's just all part of the ongoing updates of your planning. So let's look at some actual examples here. So give me a second real quick to move my screen around a little bit. Okay, so cut back over here. Let me go full screen for a second. So you should be able to see my screen. Yes, did that work?
We can see it.
You can see it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So this is what my office looks like. GSG is the Get Smart Group. This is a very simple version, and I'm going to show you what a more complicated in-store version looks like in a minute. But I want to lay down some of the foundational things so you can see how easy this thing really is to use. So basically, here, where you see GSG Office, that's the screen name. So that's a TV I have down in the office downstairs, and I actually have a feed of it that I'm going to show you live in this webinar in just a minute. And then to the right of that, you see I've got the March 2021 playlist. Playlist is just like it sounds. You put in all of your content that you want to show, you put the playlist to the screen, and that screen is going to show that playlist. So let's kind of dive into building that out. So up here at the top of the screen, I've got screens and library. I'm going to click on library. And now you can see that I've got a bunch of different pieces of content in here, right? I've got some hot tub spec sheets. I've got just some nice images of hot tubs, some nice Facebook cover images that we made, some sale event images that we made. There's also some basic things like, the weather icon, clock icon. Those things are in there as well if you want to just have those as part of your playlist, right? And then you'll see I have, these green ones here are your playlists. So I'm going to click on that. And now you'll see over here on the left-hand side, I have 4 items in my playlist, right? I have a hot spring jet setter overview. I have our spring 2021 chemical sale. I have a Limelight Spa feature sheet, right? And just a picture of a hot tub. If I click on these, it's actually going to show me the live preview of what that thing looks like. So here's the video playing. Here is my spring 2021 chemical sale, right? Here is a image of a hot tub. And if you think about this, like if you've got a part of your store where you've got all of your hot tubs displayed, you'd put all your hot tub spec sheets in here and let it cycle around and let people look at it. And if you want to turn it into an interactive kiosk, you just get that elevated piece of hardware, and now you can put all of your hot tub spec sheets up on a nice big screen for customers or your salespeople to cycle through, right? And then here's just a nice picture of the hot tub. So you can create these playlists. And the other really neat thing, I'm not going to go too far into it, but you see there's a tab here for scheduled content. You can actually schedule it to go live at a certain time of day, certain day of week, certain day of the month. So you can preload, hey, hey, next Monday is the start of our spring sale. We could have a slide that says coming soon that runs until Monday. And then on Monday, all of your signage changes. And you can pre-schedule all of that. So in the midst of those super busy days of a sale kicking off, you don't have to worry about remembering to change your signage. It will just happen automatically on its own, again, across your entire store and across every single location that you have. So if I come back to the library here, just one quick thing on that video. So this is the YouTube video from Hot Spring, right? I literally grabbed this right off of their YouTube channel. You'll see here, I just pasted in the URL from that YouTube video. So if your manufacturers have videos available for you on their YouTube channels, you can just copy and paste the URL into an item, add it to a playlist, press publish, and all your screens update with the latest videos. There's no additional work whatsoever. It really goes pretty quickly. So for example here, let's go back and look at my screens, right? I've got the GSG office. I can see that it's online. And if I click on March 2021 playlist, it takes me right back to where we just were. So I can real quickly see what I've got going on the screen, right? So if I come back over here to the screen, I'm going to show you a live view of that screen right now. So there was that video that just ended, right? Now it cuts straight to my spring chemical sale slide. And if we sit here long enough and I can figure out enough things to talk about for 15 seconds, you'll see it switch over to the jet setter profile, the limelight profile, and just keep cycling through all of the images, right? Again, super, super simple to set up. So let's talk about what a more involved store setup looks like real quick. Cut back over here again. So in this case, this is a 6-location store. They've got one of their screens is being moved right now. So you'll notice that it shows offline, but that's nice to know, right? Hey, this isn't working. What's wrong with that screen? What is the problem? And you see they're all playing the same playlist. We have a new one coming up for spring. There's a bunch of sales coming up, and they're actually going to split stuff differently among 2 stores. But if I come in here and look at this individual playlist, you'll see we've got a bunch of different topic items in here specific to the products that they sell, right? Above ground pools, backyard courts, all the things, right? Cabanas, Kavana covers, what is the design process? They've got their financing partners highlighted up here. So these are all things that are right behind the retail counter. These are things that are scattered throughout the store. So you've got basically an extra salesperson who never calls in sick or complains, who's highlighting all of your top features in your retail environment all the time. And again, it's really easy to set up, but when you've got a marketing calendar and all of your assets being taken care of in advance, these things just happen automatically. You walk into your store and you don't have to think about it on that following day. But the last thing I wanted to show you was, if you notice in my playlist, I have this neat spring 2021 chemical sale, okay? I am not a graphics designer by any stretch of the imagination. I made this in about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, once I had the artwork up there, through a separate tool that connects directly with Radiant called Poster My Wall. And you see here, I've got a couple of designs that I put in here. If I just click on this to go edit, this is a super slick interface. It has hundreds of pre-built templates for all sorts of different kinds of events, lists, menus. Not that that entirely matters, but think about it. If you've got subscription services, you've got chemical packages, you can put it into a menu and it'll come out looking real nice. This entire thing is just literally drag and drop. I can move these around. I have this BioGuard image that we have from our marketing work with them. It literally just drag and drop, put it wherever you want. And same thing, you can change the text, you can change the title, you can drop your logo in there. all you have to do is press this republish button, or if you're doing a new one, it would say publish, and it will update immediately on your screens on the Radiant side. So again, you don't have to be a designer. You don't have to go through all this effort to get screens and all of your current updates in your retail store on there. It's a remarkably powerful platform. So I kind of want to stop here for a second for questions. If anybody has any, you can go ahead and type them in. And if we don't, I know, Melissa, you're looking for questions there. On the bottom of your screen, there's a little chat window. You can just click the chat button and type them in on the side. And I think we'll just give that a second. Jason, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to speak for a moment on what it's like for the business owner or the manager of a retail location that has an option to work with a Radiant device. Lots of retail managers and store owners are trying, different devices. Maybe they've thrown in an Apple TV or some other stick, type device, and they've tried to throw pictures up there. But then updating that content and keeping everything up to date falls to somebody, and it usually just ends up being out of date really quick. Because of this cloud-based service and the reliability of the hardware and the option to team up with a company like the GetSmart Group, we'll meet with you and we'll literally outline the areas of your business that you want to communicate. Maybe you're a retail only shop, maybe you're construction, maybe your service, can speak to all of those needs. But you can also do general announcements. You can thank customers and clients for the things that they've done. You can talk about important things that are happening, for your staff. You can feature your staff. You can do the emotional, the human, approach, and you can also talk about COVID updates or the like general announcements that happen seasonally. One other thing you can do is you can get into, QR codes. Keeping brochures up to date, keeping them printed, keeping them going out. You can feature a product and you can easily just have someone scan and instantly be able to get the most up-to-date information that you have. Or you can have it go to a form where somebody enters in their information and then your salespeople can call them to provide whatever the case is. The point is that there's options and it makes your life easier, but it also transforms your showroom and elevates your customer shopping experience in a profound and powerful way. If you're talking about competitive advantage and really being able to one-up the competition in your local market, this is a game changer. The clients that we have that have seen this service and have bought into it and said, I don't know why we didn't do something like this sooner. We can't imagine not having it. We've got one client in New York who's looking to expand and add additional screens already. It's just that much of a profound impact on for customer shopping in his showroom. So just wanted to share that aspect of it, and then also to point out you don't need to have a company like the GetSmart Group work on your marketing. If you have something last minute that you want to do, it's cloud-based. You can get it in there, use Poster My Wall, and resolve the issue or change and update yourselves. But because of needs of business, it's often very helpful to have a partner to be able to outline everything, get everything up to date, and have it flowing live as you need it, when you need it. At the caliber that a professional agency can do for you. So just some of the many reasons why the GetSmart Group is super excited to be partnering with Radiant and bring these types of services to our client base. Ziad?
Yeah. Thanks so much, Jason, and thanks so much. Scott, I think you did a great job showing the product. I'd love to also show you a couple of more features that you could use through the dashboard. One of them, if I can share my screen with you really quick. You should be able to see my screen right now as we speak. So this is how the dashboard is going to look like. And I think Scott showed this already. Here, for the sake of the demo, I have 8 screens. None of them is connected. I don't have any connected device. This is all for demos for myself. That's why you see this green, there's this red dot. Otherwise, you see like a green signal saying it's online. I just wanted to give you a visual of how, for example, the multi-zone would look like. Here, if I go to this like Mario Nutri-Sciences, and I want to show you, for example, how the multi-zone will be shown on the TV. This is a preview of exactly what the TV is gonna look like. So here, what I did the YouTube video as Scott showed earlier. On the right-hand side, we call it zone 2. It could be like another video. It could be multiple flyers, let's say, like multiple models of your swimming pool that you're showing, or products or services. So you'll be able to schedule that to show or and flip every like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 20 seconds. You can totally control like the length of each flyer. On the bottom here, so this is the ticker that I mentioned earlier. And if I want to change that ticker, all I do, I come to this pencil here. I click on that. So basically, it's going to show me zone 1. This is zone 1. It's 16 by 9. Zone 2. This is zone 2. It's 9 by 16. And I can change those on the spot anytime because I have a playlist, and it's just a matter for me to choose what I want to assign to that particular zone. So that's how easy it is to change from a content to another. But also for the bottom here, what we call zone 3, you'll be able to either choose a channel out of these channels that we provide. As I mentioned at the very beginning, you can have maybe like an instant messaging, maybe like flash promo or any kind of welcoming message. For example, here I'm going to type in something else, for example, test. And you see that the message changed right away on the ticker on the bottom. But also you can combine it with the QR code. So right now, if you point your camera phone as I speak right now, this should take you to a Get Smart Group website. So you'll be able to navigate through their website, but it could be also something else. It could be like, as I mentioned earlier, like a form that you need to fill out, or a survey, or anything like that, or placing order. And you can combine that with the weather forecast based on your city here. Since I'm in San Francisco, so I put San Francisco, and also the time clock. So the time clock, obviously it's Pacific time, but it could be changed based on the time zone where you are. That QR code, if you don't want it, fine. You just turn it off. It's at the click of the button. Once you turn it on, all you need to do to guide people to where you want them to go is just add the URL, like the website address, and then you have like a call to action here. For example, visit website instead of scan me, and that's how easy it is to customize what you like to show on your TVs. Exactly the same for the date and time. You can turn it on and off. For the weather forecast, I think you got the idea. It's just at the click of the button, you'll be able to customize and change the messaging that you have on your TVs. One more thing, also I mentioned something about the touchscreen kiosk. I'm going to show you that like really quickly here. So if I go back to my screen, basically I have 3 tabs. This is where all my screens are. I'll be able to name them the way I want, so I know which one is which. Each one, as Scott mentioned, will be linked to a playlist. So I know if, for example, screen 1, 2, and 3, I want them to show the same exact content. So I assign the same exact playlist to them through here. But here for the example, the touchscreen kiosk, just to show you an example. So I created a TV called Get Smart Group. And if I click on that add-in button, this is where I'll have a preview of how my touchscreen kiosk would look like. So I'm going to come to this application here, and this application, I just created it through my dashboard, like instantly. It took me like 2 minutes. Actually, I created this while you guys were talking. And here you can create 1 button, 2 buttons, as you wish. You can change the shape of the buttons here. As you can see here, I can have it square, I can have it this shape, and I'm able to link each button to certain content here. This is a preview. If I click on the video button, it's going to show me a video. It's not relevant here. It's like a Amazon video, but just to show you how you can link each button to whatever content you like to show. The first button here, it's, for example, like to the website for online ordering, or like flipping through catalog or something like that. And you see here, it's completely online. So I can, as if I'm using my laptop right now, I'm just like going through those links, and I can navigate through the website. And this is part of the touchscreen kiosks that we offer. Here, I just created 2 buttons just for the sake of showing you how it works, but you can create up to 4 buttons for the time being. And then we are working on increasing that number. And then you can link each button to the certain content that you like to display when somebody is standing in front of that touchscreen kiosk TV and then interacting with it. And this is part of elevating the experience in your showrooms. These are the couple of features that I wanted to show you. And again, the magic happens in this second tab here, where you have access to all the beautiful applications that Scott and Jason mentioned to create a flyer and upload it. Videos, you have the Instagram feed, as I mentioned earlier. This is poster on my wall. It gives you access to a big variety of content, but also the time clock and the weather. All that will be created through the dashboard. And this is the application that I use in order to create that touchscreen kiosk within literally 5 minutes. So all that is done through the same dashboard. This is what I wanted to show you about the product.
Is there anything else that you guys want to add? I don't really see a lot of questions coming in. I mean, I think the one thing people will want to know is how to get in touch with everybody. So Scott and Jason, if they're interested, how do they get in touch with you?
Yep. So you can find us online at thegetsmartgroup.com. I am Scott at thegetsmartgroup.com or Jason at thegetsmartgroup.com. You can call us at 415-800-2040. Jason's extension 720. He's more likely to get back to you than I am due to workload. Yeah, we would love to show you some other examples of how this thing is actually working and get you guys set up and off and running with these products in your stores.
Awesome. And if you want to learn more about Radiant, just go to radiant.com and you can check out our website. Everything's there.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
thanks for joining us.
and I guess the last thing is too, I think for both of us, this will be available as a replay. So if you want to email us, we can send you the video, and it'll also be up on our respective social channels the next day or so as a video as well. So if you missed anything, you won't miss anything.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Well, that was our webinar on the Radiant Digital Signage solution. Like I said in the video, you can email me, scott@thegetsmartgroup.com. Look us up online. Reply to the email that this video came in if you're watching it from there. And we'd be happy to talk you through how it gets set up, what the process is like, and we can get these things launched in your store in as little as a week. So thanks again for watching. Scott from the Get Smart Group, always here to help you grow your business and figure out what's next here in 2021. All the best.